What's up, Haskins? Good morning. Super Shay in the house. Is it windy up there, Haskins? It's windier than all get out down here, man. What's up, Tony? Waiting for it to lighten up a little bit. Switched our hours because it's dark and cold, windy and rainy. Yeah, it's not raining. Fixing to head to work here in a little bit. We got gale force winds down here though. Gale force winds, it ought to be fun. I got 2 climbs to do today. Not big ones though. What's up, Luciano? And of course, this is when my pig decides he wants to go upstairs. What type of trees am I going to climb today? I have 2 oaks. I believe it's 2 oaks, if memory serves. It's been 3 weeks since I've even looked at the man's job. They are alive. They're not big. I don't have nothing big today. Now remember, he's got a whole bunch of small stuff and a little bit of trimming and stuff. I don't think it's, if memory serves, nothing's large. I do recall that, but it's been 3 weeks since I looked at it. Got a big sycamore, which you hate cutting. Why do you not like sycamores? I know that shit's heavy, man. Yeah, all the same reasons that I don't care for them. Sorry about that, guys. Sebastian, what's up? All of them are here. We don't got a whole lot of sycamores around here. Not too many. They're around, but not a whole heck of a lot of them. What's up, Doc? You were doing a shout out to your subs, and then so if you're looking at your subscribers, they won't show up if they have their stuff. If they have their stuff set as private. What's up, Adrian? What's up, Just Murray? Don't smoke too much. Man, I'm only 30. When's going to be the next time I'm in the UP? Honestly, I'm not real sure, bro. I haven't. Not real sure, buddy. You want to buy that bollard? The winch bollard? The next time I come to the UP is when you buy that winch bollard if you want it. Oh man, I am freaking glad I got this laptop out because I can't say enough. Oh my goodness. He said, yeah. I don't know what on God's green earth that guy would have anything to do with it. And you love cigarettes? That's awesome. Luciano, I'm saying, bro, that's what's wrong. I just get too much sun. Look at my leathery face because of it. I'm all dried up like a Flux Bucket. Good morning. Well, Haskins, so the next time I'm up in the UP is when you want to tell me you want to buy the winch bollard. Yep. Luciano, man, people are just like, we're all 30 again. Yeah. Yeah, everybody's 30, man. Tree work is hard. Futz Bucket. We got some demolition people in the house, some drywallers, tree guys. I don't know what some of these other people do. You had food poisoning yesterday? Well, that ain't good. That sucks, bro. Truck drivers? Truck drivers are the freaking backbone of this country, bro. If all the truck drivers decided to just stop, we'd all be fucked. What's up, Outdoors Galore? That's good, Haskins. Yeah, being sick is never fun, bro. Never fun, my friend. Did you guys see that new short that I just put out? I know you went to look for it, Super Shay, but he's out already. That's amazing, Super Shay. Oh, dude, Go look at that short real quick, Joseph. Look at the rear end that I took out of the red truck. You watch that short real quick, dude. I didn't figure I was going to put it on YouTube, and I'm like, eventually I was like, yeah, fuck it. Did you tell the wife that I said hello, Super Shay? What's up, Justin? I hope all your coffee is hot. Now that's very kind words right there. Damn, it is fucked. Yeah. Guy that mentioned had 4261 for sale put out a short week ago at 8 million views. Holy fuck. I don't know, Futz Bucket. I've never seen one come apart like that, Joseph. So I didn't even know it was that bad, to be fair, okay? I just knew that I needed a rear end. And the reason I say I needed a rear end is because I heard Jordan went to move the trailer, okay? This is what happened, dude. We were driving that truck down the road. Everything was fine, right? So anyway, we were driving it down the road. Everything was fine. We get to the job site and we get ready to leave. And we have the gooseneck hooked up and he gets ready to leave. And I hear him pushing the gas, right? And truck's not moving. And I'm sitting there looking at him and he pushes the gas, and it's not moving. And I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with the truck? And he's like, I don't know. And then I get in it and I push the pedal and wham! I mean, dude, it sounded like a fucking gun going off underneath my truck. It sounded like a damn shotgun going off underneath. I'm like, holy shit. Anyway, truck don't move. You know what I mean? But it sounds like a gun's going off. So I have Jordan get in the seat. And I look down and I have him push the pedal and the drive shaft's just spinning. The drive shaft is literally just spinning. There is nothing there. He puts it in reverse, drive shaft just spins. I'm like, holy shit. And I'm like, so I'm saying the ring and pinion's completely gone, right? I was saying it was completely gone. So I'm like, well, I need a new rear end. So I parked the truck. Truck's been parked this whole time because I've been trying to save money for a rear diff for it. And now I, in fact, got a rear diff on the way. But anyway, we take the leaf springs off and, the U-bolts off of it, set it down to the ground. And then when we went to pull on that one axle tube right there to pull the rear end out from underneath the truck, everything came apart. Like it all fucking came apart like that. But that's awesome, Doc. Fucking 8 million views. Yeah, it was full of oil. There's 517,000 miles on that truck. There's probably that's how many there were when the engine went. I put a new engine into that 517,000 and it's probably got somewhere in the neighborhood of 520 some thousand miles on it. What up, 616? What up, Bonnie? So do I got to get you measurements for those U-bolts? 616? Day 2 of trying to get fired? There's a couple of surefire ways to do it, dude. Yep. I mean, there's a few surefire ways that you can do it. But I'm sure you know that. But yeah, best of luck to you, bro. He told you to quit yesterday? And said I ain't never. Yeah, dude, fuck off, man. Passion for power strokes. What's up? I own one of them. You're goose hunting. Hell yeah. If interested in 261 for anyone that may need great ported saw, decent money, let me know. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I don't think they're gonna let that happen. Do you, 616? I gotta keep looking at the clock too here, guys. But do you think that they're actually gonna let that happen, bro? That's most of the time why people, a lot of the times, they won't fire people. Yeah. So I knew a company that would never fire anybody. They would just give them time off. So if there was a problem, they did exactly like I said, and they'd just keep pushing your time off. They'd be like, "Oh, you're suspended from work for a week. You're suspended for 2 weeks, and 3 weeks, and 4 weeks, and 5 weeks, and 6 weeks," and so on and so forth. And they just keep adding it. And they wouldn't lay you off, and you wouldn't be fired. But that's how they did it. You were just suspended. You're suspended, bro. You know, I didn't even see you called until like after. Bruh. I'm suspended from your skills? Oh no. I have a salary. I don't know how that. Yeah, I don't know how that would work either. I just thought it was. I was gonna say, like, what? No, like, what? Oh no. Yeah, I always thought it was funny, man, because we knew guys that they'd get fucked up and they'd be like, dude's got like 2.5 months off of work. And you want to get paid. And they just expect people to go find a different job. What's up, brother Dan? It's windy up here, brah. I'm gonna go climb some little trees. I'm gonna climb some little VTS trees. Don't tell him that. No. I am not starting work until 9 now because my shirt is funny. Bullshit apartment. What's so funny about my shirt? Well, it says ATM on it, I guess, because that's what I'm saying, bro. I got to wait until 9 o'clock until at least warms up. That's actually MTA. Everything's backwards in the screen. Your ATM also? I guess I'm not understanding your verbiage. No, it's fine. When you see that up there, what does that say? No, this fucking sucks. I don't know why everything's got to be backwards mirrored image. Like your left hand on just woke up. Right on. But this is actually my left hand. No offense. How many joints do you have in a day? No offense taken. I don't keep track. This is the same one that I didn't finish. See how it's still like half lit. All of them. Yes. All of them. Good answer, Dan. 14, 3, 27. I don't know. I know, Bonnie. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why they have to mirror image it. Here, let me turn around and see if I can read it. Gather here with grateful hearts. I'm pretty sure that's what it said, bruh. Joseph, you're great. No regrets. That's right. Yes, gather here with grateful hearts. Be grateful for what you have. That is so very true. Mm-hmm. I got guys on the way. I had 2 guys work with each other yesterday. Kind of, sorta. I kept them in separate corners. Those sickies. Just it's like there's one of them. Stand by. Bro. You like the Bluetooth rear end? The Bluetooth is no. If you get fired today, I got you the man, 616. That was amazing, bro. I've never seen a rear diff do that, Dan. Never. When I pulled the diff cover off, the ring and pinion was still in place, but everything else was fucking garbage. Taco Tuesday, yo. It's going to be good. Dude, I ordered a new pair of boots yesterday and completely fucking forgot. Completely forgot. You've never seen a rear diff? Oh. Well, there it is. It's supposed to be all in one piece, not three pieces like that. Yeah, not supposed to be in three pieces, yo. No, no. Like I said, I've never in my life seen that happen, dude. Never. That's like that rear end is like one of the strongest rear ends that they've ever even put in a pickup truck. What's up, Craig? Good morning, sir. But there's just so much drama. 616 is you were asking. You said called in sick, and I'm like, no, just drama. I don't do well with drama, bro. I guess only if I'm interested in it, I suppose, to be 100% fair. I got to pick and choose. I'm kind of an asshole like that, I think. You know? Like, All right. Tell it, I don't know. Be bad. Be bad today, 616. Oh, Lord. Joseph, did I ask you what the hell you were doing, man? Did I harass you and say, "Oh, you got a sycamore, right? A sycamore tree." That's right. That's right. That's right. You're in your villain era. That's awesome. Sycamore trees. Sup, Bama boy? You know, Afro Man is still out there rocking it out. He's still jamming. Afro Man's still doing his thing. Just a little one, 125 footer. Holy shit, Joseph. That ain't fucking little, bro. That's giant, man. That's fucking huge. We don't have no sycamores like that around here. They're usually short and fat. Short and fat. Their trunks get gigantic around here at times. There's not a heck of a lot of them, but the ones that are here are pretty big around. Which just reminds me, I got to go look at a different freaking project for a client down at the yacht club. Son of a bitch, man. Yeah, their canopy isn't usually very tall. They're usually really blown out over here. Very, lot of lateral limbs and everything like that. So what the hell are you doing, Joseph? You just chilling to wait for it to warm up too? Is that what's going on? Tree guys everywhere are warming up. Everybody's getting a later start in the day now. All right. Story of my life, Joseph. That's exactly what I'm doing, man. I'm fucking groundies, dude. It's always the labor, isn't it, Joseph? Fuck. I'm gonna sit here and cross my arms and be like, God damn, fucking labor, dude. Yeah, everybody is, and it's just because it's getting dark, and yeah, it was 34 degrees yesterday when I woke up. That's true, Craig. That's true. But you always got to blame the labor, Craig. You know that, bro. No matter what's going on, if anything goes wrong on the job, you always blame the fucking labor. You know. That's where I'm at, Joseph. But yeah, fucking groundies. The groundies wanting it to wait until their poor little mitts are freaking. Oh, I don't want to touch the freaking cold brush. No. Then they blame us, right? It works. Yeah, see the angle of the dangle here, that I always refer to, dude. The sun don't hit my yard now until like 10 in the morning. Squirrel, I think I have. It's just been so long since I have. Oh, the labor. That's why I'm sitting here, man. It's because those guys wanted to start later. I'm like, whatever, you soft little pussies. Whatever floats your boat, guys. Yeah, I don't like the actual time change. I think the actual time change like that is fucking stupid. Daylight savings time is dumb as far as I'm concerned. Just fucking leave it alone. Dude, I'll tell you something that like a lot of people might not even think about. And I guess if you don't know about it, it's because you don't got to worry about it. But freaking when animals don't care that there's a time change. So for example, like my pig, when there's a time change, he still wants to eat at the same general time. He has no concept of an actual clock. So if you were used to feeding him at 6 in the morning, guess what? You're feeding him at 5 in the morning until you retrain him into, no, I'm still going to feed you at 6 in the morning. But 6 in the morning is an hour later now, buddy. So anyway, a lot of people that have animals that are accustomed to eating at certain times in their head, they get all pissed off and they don't give a shit about daylight savings time. Nothing. So you end up like, then you end up like me, dude, Joseph, man, my pig will throw a fucking fit, man. I don't know if you've heard him on here at all, but I've talked about it, and he will throw a fit, dude, straight up. He throws a goddamn temper tantrum. If I don't freaking, just saying, he will be pissed. And it's kind of a pain in the ass. So I say we get rid of daylight savings time so I don't have to retrain my pig twice a year. It would be very fucking convenient. You know. And that's the reason I need to get a petition going. Oh, when he's full on pissed, dude, he'll go over and open up the door. He don't fuck nothing up. That's the thing. Hunting and stuff. Good morning, hunting and stuff. Are you going to go hunting anything today? Hunting and stuff. No, he don't squeal, but he'll make a bunch of different noises and just whine and piss and moan and go around and open up the cupboards and close them and open them and close them and push the fucking chairs across the way and pick up stuff and throw it. Like, we have a milk jug and a 2-liter just sitting over here on the ground so he can play with it. And he'll go over there and pick the damn freaking milk jug up and whip it across the room and then look at it and then look back at you. And then he'll go over there and pick it up again. And fucking hunting seems like a great idea. There are animals that feed our bellies and provide protein for our developing brains, and we need that sort of stuff, hunting and stuff. There's proteins in meat that you can only get from animals. And yes, my pig has a temper tantrum. Craig has saw it. My pig don't like Craig, does he, Craig? He don't like you. He's got a person. My pig has a personal vendetta against Mr. Craig Tyler here. I swear. Brutus the bunny don't give a rat's ass about daylight savings time either. Yes, indoor pig. I have 2 pigs. One is an outdoor pig because he wants to be outdoors and he's always been outdoors. He's got his own little log cabin per se. Seriously has his own little log cabin and he has a bigger yard than my dogs do, with that being said. And then I have an indoor pig, yeah. I have Mr. Pickles outdoors and Ham inside. Hamilton and Mr. Pickles are their names, but I call them Ham. You got to have that good animal protein for healing and building muscles. Yes, because we as humans were not born into this world as vegetarians. We conquered this planet hunting and stuff by eating meat. And our eyes are right here in the front because we're humans and we are predators. And our eyes are not in the side like prey, that eat vegetables. Did you know that? Isn't that great to know that, hunting and stuff? Craig! Dude, he's heard that so many times. Space Miner, you son of a bitch, how are you? Bro, I'm waiting for the angle of the dangle. Imagine eating grass and shit. Like, dude, that reminds me. I watched one of those grass eating people. Freaking, it was the show Alone. Not Alone. Was it Alone? Maybe it was Alone, where they just drop a bunch of people off out in the woods. And it was Alone. Anyway, this person said they got there and they were like, I got this secret that nobody else is going to do. And I'm going to win. I'm going to win. And this dude proceeded to eat the cambium layer on trees. He's like pulled apart the bark, and then he'd pull apart this little, just a little tiny strip of wood. And he's like, I got my I got my food, all my nutritional needs, and water in the cambium layer of this tree. I'm going to eat trees the whole time. And then a short time later, he's like, oh, my guts. Oh, my guts are all fucked up. He couldn't shit. I'm like, go fucking figure. They had to take him off the show. If anybody watches that show alone, I hope somebody has saw that. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You thought you were just going to eat trees? You're a fuck. Okay, you're going to eat trees. He's like, oh, my guts, they're all bound up. Oh, I'm like, huh. I'd have never thought in a million years that your guts would be bound up from eating fucking trees. Yeah, I'm saying hunting and stuff. He should have been hunting and stuff. You know, like hunting, proteins, you know? He probably did, Space Miner. I swear to God, I don't know what fucking episode, what season of Alone it was on, but it was that show. Dude, sometimes those motherfuckers are just idiots on there, and I think they do that on purpose. But something, what's up, Dreamsy Smokes? How you doing? Oh man, I'm waiting on my labor. My labor should be here. And then I'm gonna labor. I'm gonna be like, hey, labor, can you labor for me? I need chop labor. I'm gonna call him that. Is that demoralizing if you call your labor? That's their nicknames. Is that illegal? It almost sounds illegal. I'm doing well, Dreamsy. Right back at you. Right back at you. I feel like that's like somebody would complain about that and be like, he just calls me labor. You don't even know my name. It's just, he just calls me labor. So demoralizing. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I've been waiting all fucking morning. You know how much shit I've talked waiting on you guys? Your work's going to be a little lackluster. Right on. Your name was Worm when you started drilling. I can see that. That's hilarious. Did you hear about the guy named Battery? That was his name, Battery. I got the same message about, I think, 10 minutes ago from one. I have two today. I believe that's dos. Oh, yep. So, guys, with that being said, should probably start moving to make it look like I'm freaking, that I've done something. And I'm getting ready to do half-assed. What's the what? Space Miner? Thank you, Bonnie. I appreciate that. What's the shirt today? Michigan Trout Addicts, and this is a brook trout. Michigan Trout Addicts. This is brook trout. This is a tournament that I was in, a trout fishing tournament with some of the best trout fishermen in the state of Michigan. I do too. And I got paid. Dude, they paid me because, like, I got third place out of like 50 some teams. I got third place in the state of Michigan in this tournament, and they actually paid me and my friend to go fishing that weekend. True story. I got a trophy, I got a shirt, I got all kinds of shit. Not everybody even has these. That's pretty dope, huh? It really was, Space Miner. It really was, dude. I was extremely fucking proud of that, dude. The first and second, they only beat us by like less than 2 inches. They took the top 3 fish over the weekend and added up what was the biggest fish. And yeah, the team that beat us by less than 2 inches. But it don't matter. I'm very happy, man. I did in third place in the entire fucking state out of over 50 teams. So I was pretty fucking happy, bro. You know? But all right. Peace, love, and donkey nuts, y'all. Gotta go. You like bass fishing? Hunting and stuff. You take care. Make sure you look after, do some scouting for some future hunting, maybe. I can't, brother. I gotta go. Space Miner, get rich or die trying.